Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday Night Live. Sorry I'm a little late. Microsoft operating system decided that it needed to do a 30-minute update when I was trying to get ready and organized. So I literally just got my computer back 5 minutes ago. So today I wanted to talk about what happens after you have someone opting in and on your list. So you've created your sales funnel in the sense that you have your opt-in and you have a follow-up offer. But then part of the process of getting them from opt-in into actually purchasing one of your products is through email follow-ups. And email marketing is a very strategic approach. Close the window to hide the background noise. There's a lot of strategy involved. There's a lot of copywriting theory involved. So it's really important to get your email follow-ups really fine-tuned and on par, because that's actually very cliched where the money is made. There are lots of ways to communicate with your following. Email has becoming more and more challenging in the sense just because we get so many emails in our inbox now that we have to be more and more strategic in order to get the opens and the clicks, but it's still very, very effective. So getting people to sign up is only the first step, but you have to know how to build a relationship through email marketing or through messenger marketing and all that kind of stuff in order to keep in touch with them and keep the content to them, content being the key to build the relationship. You need to make sure that you give your subscribers everything that you have promised on your opt-in page. So they opt in, they think they're getting XYZ, you must give them XYZ immediately. If you delay any of the deliverables that they opted in for, you will immediately, even subconsciously, put a level of distrust in the back of their head in regards to you. So there is some always ongoing discussion in online marketing land. Is the thank you page, do you give them the deliverables on the thank you page, or do you make them opt in to go check their email? I'm of the believer that they have to go check their email. Yes, you can try to test it and give them the deliverables on the thank you page. But too many times, the whole point of having an opt-in is that you actually want to follow up with them further down the line. If they give you a dummy email, you can't do that. So some people will say, well, if they gave you a dummy email, they're not a good lead to begin with. And that's a very good point. But I'd rather them, actually, you got to give me your right email in order to get my deliverables. And that's my perspective on it. And you should be always giving subscribers content, whether it be news, exclusive content, special offers, and valuable information, because that's the whole point that they opted into their list. People know what they're doing nowadays when it giving out their email address, and you got to actually provide value to them when they are on the list, so they actually don't unsubscribe should you email them down in the future, right? So there's always like the 80-20 cliche, 80% content, 20% sales. You've always got to keep your messages relevant to the content that you originally promised. People will become disconnected if you send them to unrelated content, and your promotions need to be laser focused. So that's where the sales funnel comes in, is that your sales funnel from the opt-in to the emails to the tripwire sale to the core offer sale, that all needs to be congruent in terms of topic and focus. You should always be sending out a higher volume of content relative to promotions, because otherwise you're going to be starting to feel like spam. And we've all experienced that at some point or another, especially with affiliate marketing. I really have hated where affiliate marketing has gone. It's become very salesy and pitchy, and not really impressed with how some of the bigger names have gone about it, because I think they've actually hurt their own brand by overdoing the affiliate marketing, but that's a whole tangent for another story. So, and the other point of having a list is also to listen to them. So be sure in your emails that you're asking them questions, get them to reply, because a reply will improve your deliverability rates. So ask them questions, try to engage the conversation through email like you would a normal email with a friend. It's not about throwing information in front of them, it's about engaging and starting the conversation. And they will tell you exactly what they need to know and what they want to find out from you. Of course, you can always provide them more freebies to your market and as a sign of goodwill, and mix them in with your regular content in order to make the relationship stronger. So it all really comes down to your niche on how much content you provide versus how much sales pitch you provide, and you know your audience the most out of anybody. But you can always experiment a little bit with this, but try to maintain some sort of consistency with your emails, both in quality and frequency. And the whole point of email too is to follow up and to get them to make micro commitments. Always have a strategy involved. So don't try to wing it, right? So when I say micro commitments, it can be little things like just getting them to click can actually be a micro commitment. Read the books on by Robert Cialdini, I think is actually how you say it, but on persuasion and also influence. Amazing books. I have to read them over and over and over again. They're so overwhelming in knowledge and the concepts on, especially when it comes to the power of micro commitments, because once they have done something just like as little as a click on a link, you can then reference that, say, hey, I saw you clicked on this link, would you be interested in ABC? And that triggers some psychological triggers. And I'm not going to try to repeat the whole principles behind persuasion and influence, but they're amazing books and very highly regarded in the marketing community. So once you have them on your list, what kind of product should you be promoting? Well, the whole point, like I said, is relevance is key. You want to promote your tripwire before you promote your core offer. You want there to be, take them through the customer value journey and the sales funnel appropriately. So don't try to sell them too large of a product too soon, large in terms of time or investment or financial investment, because you just won't get the response that you need. So, there is strategy involved there. What kind of products you offer all depends on what your actual product is and what your business is. But if you have any questions about, what should my tripwire be, what should my core offer be, pop them in the comments or ask me or send me a message on Facebook, a private message, and I'll walk you through that. Now on that point, if you remember a couple weeks ago, I did a webinar on the sales funnel, and I'm going to see if I can share my screen with you, and I'm going to show you the workbook. And I bring this up because that's a scene, that's an overlay. I'm going to have to put just the links down below because I don't want to sit here and figure out how to use screen share with Ecamm off the top of my head. So there's the default screen. Yeah, I'll figure this out later. But I wanted to show you, there's a workbook that you get when you watch the webinar, and it's actionable, and it has step-by-step fill in the blanks, so it'll help you figure out what to offer and when. So be sure to watch the webinar. The link is in the group, and so that will help you if you're trying to figure out exactly how to set up your sales funnel. So after this week, and starting next week, I'm going to start talking about Facebook ads. And like I said before, I've mentioned before, I started with sales funnels because sales funnels are, if you don't understand your sales funnel, your Facebook ads are pointless. You're just throwing spaghetti at the wall. So understanding your sales funnel is really important before you start running Facebook ads, which is why I started here. So next week I'll start talking about Facebook ads and how we can get you going running Facebook ads in order to generate more leads for your business. So I hope everyone had a wonderful week, and I know I got some sunshine. You probably can't see it just because of the lighting in here, but I took my son to the beach and he went in the water. I won't even go in the water until like July, but he went in the water and played in the sand and had a ball at the beach. So I'm making sure to make that a commitment to him. The whole point of mommy working at home is that I get the freedom and flexibility to take him to the beach as much as I want during the summertime. So we started, and now we have 4 or 5 more months of beach time. So I hope everyone had a wonderful week and has a fantastic week upcoming, and we will see you next Sunday for Sunday Night Live at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Thanks everyone, and have yourself a wonderful week. Bye.